Alright, let's go live. Minimize that. Alright, where is Doom? Where's Doom? Yep, I'll bring up Steam. Doom. Alright. Sorry, I got a thing of Smarties right here I was just gonna dig into. Oh, he found all data logs, okay. Apologies guys, this will take a second to load. I don't know why. Might be because of all the tabs I have open. I have way too many. Let me see here. No, I hit the wrong button. Tried to go to Safari and I went to Photos. Alright. Bethesda. Alright. Well, my Mac takes 20 years to go to YouTube. I don't remember how to get rid of this. I already got this pre-ordered. Alright, where was I last time? You know what, we'll start off from here. Alright, just trying to check that I actually am streaming here. Oh, do I not have Discord? Alright. We are at the Argent Tower.
Primary access points to the tower were destroyed in the explosion. The pipeline is damaged but still intact. There are thrust boots in the maintenance hangar. You can use them to traverse the pipeline.
Alright.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels.
At unsafe levels.
In effect.
Nah, my luck's still better. I hear a lot of zombies around here somewhere. Whoa.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
What was that? I got launched. What? I got launched. What is this madness? Sorry, I have a friend who's gonna join the stream here in a little bit. He's a little bit late, but that's
Demonic
alright.
presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
Dang, took out that guy right away. What I need to do is get some ammo. That works. You're dead. I don't know what you are, but you're cool looking. Oh, pardon me.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
Nice. Alright, I think the audio might be a little bit too loud here. There we go. I know sometimes when I look back at my streams, it's kind of hard to hear what I'm saying. Sometimes, I don't know if that's all the time. Oh, don't fall, please. Okay. I don't know what it was. I got launched all the way over there. Wait, can I actually get up there? I don't want to risk it. Yeah, it looks like I could get up here. I actually was up here, wasn't I? Is there a secret over here? Must have been one I already found. Come on. Oh. I didn't know I was stuck in crouch there for a second. But yeah, the stream is kinda to get ready for Doom Eternal. That comes out next month sometime. I have it pre-ordered and oh my goodness, I want to play it so bad. Gladly I was able to pre-order it in time. That way I get some of the cool bonuses with it. I can't get the Mega edition of it because I don't have that kind of money at the moment. You can fire fireballs? I technically can too. Except mine are deadlier and explosive. Who was that? I saw that. I just watched a speed run of Doom today. Only took him about 22 minutes to complete, which was really quite fast. I think it said it was a world record. I'm like, dang. No way I could ever do that. Just some of the parts that he was going through, was just like, damn. Where's that imp? Oh, they're right there. Little bastards. Alright, I believe I have to go in here? But yeah, while the person was speedrunning, you could see the various level architecture, and it was just, wow, these maps are huge. I get the feeling I didn't say that right. Yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea for me to do that. Ah, screw it, just die. Wait. There we go. I keep forgetting that I have a grenade. I saw somebody who also completed Doom with just the pistol. Let's see what I can do with it. Looks like this Hell Knight's almost dead. Oh, there we go. Looks like one bolt from the plasma, but wait. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, there's a quad damage up there. I didn't miss one. Double shot. Double barrel shot it is. I did see that they have some Doom Guy action figures out there that I really want to get. I keep forgetting I have that. I'm gonna go back here and grab the health. And then I believe I should be able to head back to the objective. But I'm gonna do it from up here. That way it doesn't take as long for me to get all the way back there. Alright. Ooh, more health. Is there anything else over here? Oh, there's some armor. I'll take that. Goody goody. I should probably check my upgrades because I know when I played on console I was able to upgrade my armor or my glory kills to the point where I would get shield as well. But ooh man, she does not look good. Oh, she has the Argent. Yeah, Argent accumulator.
She'll try to use it to open a portal manually into hell.
While the Argent Tower is non-functional, the connection to their dimension is still viable. You're at great risk, Andre.
One second, guys. Alrighty. I still love that my computer can actually run this game in high graphics detail. Just look at those arms. I already have the double shotgun, this will just give me some more ammo. Oh, it didn't give me more ammo. Oh well. I saw... Oh. Oh, there's a codex here? Okay. Fucking imps. I can kill them from afar! I killed the summoner right away, awesome. Alright, where's the summoner? That was quick. And pleasantly so. Alright. Is this... I don't know. I don't know what that was. I do want to pick up the shotgun ammo, though I'm fairly low. Nab some health while I'm at it, too. I think that's about it. Are there any more secrets around here? What is... That's an auto map. Did I miss a data log? Oh, I did. I missed a data... How did I miss a data log right there? This is probably my least favorite area. Oh! Yes, give me ammo. Alright, need to slide over down here. I already took his stuff. Nope, nothing over here. Is there anything over here? I always try to find secrets if I can. Apparently I missed a data log though. I guess I don't need rocket ammo. Okay. Alright guys, 1 second, the guest. Alright, hold on, I'll be right back to the game. Windows doesn't want to let me do that. Alright. Alright. 1 second, guys. Ow! Alright, can you...
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, 1 second. Gotta find where I was at. Doom doesn't want to seem to let me Windows tab out, and I don't understand. But, whatever.
Are you running it in Vulkan?
Vulkan?
Yeah. Oh dear. Question mark?
Question? Yeah, sorry, I don't understand.
Vulkan is a graphical API that is a lot more efficient than OpenGL.
Oh, no, I do not have that. At least I don't think so. A friend of mine might have installed it for me.
It should install automatically whenever you update your graphics driver. So it should be there, but what is it doing? Actually, hold on, can you send me a link to the stream you're doing, unless you're not streaming at the moment?
Oh, yeah, I am. 1 second. Can I send it through here? Ooh, bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go.
You don't have the coronavirus, so there's that. That's not going to date this video at all.
Oh, heck no. You know, I was really sick about, what was it, a month back or so? And, oh my lord, was that horrible.
I can imagine. I hate it. I hate getting sick.
I was like sick
Especially
for...
these days.
Oh yeah. Well, I was sick for like a whole 3 weeks straight, and I felt bad because I'd have to call in on constantly for those like 3 weeks of work, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm sick, I don't want to be, but whatever.
Yeah.
Luckily, with UPS, because I was worried I was going to get in trouble for calling in so much, but they said, well, as long as you call in and you don't, like, just don't show up, you should be fine.
Well, that's nice of them.
Like, I'll try not to abuse that system.
Yeah.
Because I know some people literally go months calling in. Granted, most of the time they get fired almost right away. But,
You know how people are.
yeah, it can get really annoying, especially in, like, the December months, especially when we're incredibly busy. Like, oh, you just got hired? Well, guess what? You no longer have a job because you call out so much.
Yeah.
But, anywho. So, yeah, tonight I'm going to be streaming a bit of Doom 2016, and then I was going to play some Space Marine.
Not bad. I actually got a free copy of Space Marine when it came out.
Really?
Yeah, because I wrote a review for that for some website that no longer exists.
Oh, okay.
It's like, if you write a review for us, you get a free copy. It's like, thank you. I wasn't going to complain about that. Now, what's funny is you are running Vulcan.
Oh, I am?
If you look to the if you look to the right-hand side of the screen, you see the
Vulcan 1.1?
The metrics. Right underneath, right above NVIDIA, it says Vulcan 1.1.70.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know what he had meant by Vulcan before.
Yeah, it's a graphical API. That's probably why Doom here is running as well as it is. OpenGL isn't bad, but yeah.
Yeah, previously I had said, I was like, yeah, I love how Doom like comes out with my graphics card and everything. It looks so nice.
Yeah, it is quite good.
I'm just Doom Eternal comes out in March, right?
Yeah. Next month, which is a day from now.
Oh dang! I can't wait to play it. It just looks so awesome.
It really. I think it will actually turn out good.
I hope
Quite
so.
unlike Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Ooh, that didn't turn out well.
No, that was just painful. I refunded it in an hour.
Dang, that quickly, eh?
Yeah, well, I mean, when the characters in that are so bad that you literally want to, huff paint for 6 months to forget it. Yeah.
That bad.
Mm-hmm.
Was it? What part of it was like? What turned it off for you?
Well, for one, BJ's daughters are so stupid. It's like I couldn't stand that because it's like you've got BJ Blazkowicz, literally the first real first-person shooter character,
Mm-hmm.
and his kids are basically just a bunch of woohooing morons. It's like, really? And then the gameplay it's entirely pay to win.
Really?
Everything has a lot of health, and if you don't get the premium upgrades for your weapons, you're fucked.
Oof.
You literally can't win.
It's like one of those mobile games that has microtransactions littered all over it.
Yeah, pretty much. Almost exact, really. I mean, that's why I just couldn't. It was refunded in an hour. If the characters weren't that bad, I still wouldn't be able to play it because I'm not going to pay more money for a game I already paid for. It's like,
Yeah. Just like with most of the mobile games I play, I tend not to spend money on them because the fact that I can earn all the digital currency in it, and I know that there are some people who get mad at that. It's like, that's what it's there for. I mean, I would rather earn it. It's going to take a lot longer than just paying up front, but I'd rather earn it than just waste my money on it. Because there's a few Dragon Ball games that I play that you can earn it, but obviously it takes a long time. But it's worth it in the end not to spend all the money on it.
well, yeah, it's a game. Why would you spend like $100 on a game that you already paid for?
That is a good question. Also, I forgot, this is the level that I've took like an hour for me to find the key.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
There's a
I'm
spot.
actually,
Huh?
I'm actually streaming some of that myself. Well, not right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I'm doing some of that, and it was difficult to find.
Do
That
you
is for sure.
do you happen to remember where it's at?
Let's see. Where are you?
I'll stay right here for a second.
It's very easy to miss. I do know that.
Okay, because I know.
Let's see. I think go back to that main area with the door.
Okay. The yellow door is up here.
Yeah, I think you go. It's like I said, it's very easy to miss. Go straight.
Okay, go straight down. Do you want me to go down the stairs or left?
No, wait. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Yeah, turn around.
To the
Oh yeah, there's that. There's the lag. Okay, stop moving.
Oh, okay, sorry. Because to my left is the yellow door.
Okay, now go down that stairwell.
All right. Sorry, I think I have it at low latency. And then there's the blue door over there.
Yeah, but there's still going to be a lot of that though.
Yeah.
That's one thing I dislike. Actually, I wonder, will Waterfox... Waterfox is an annoying browser sometimes. Let's close that. See if that still is going to do that. Okay. Well, it's not.
Because I know I remember looking at a guide a long time ago. I was like, oh, it was right there.
It is easy to miss, though. That is for sure. One moment, please. Let me see.
All right.
Is that still installed? It should be. Yeah, there it is. Unfortunately. Boom. Let's see if Chrome also has that memory leak. Because whenever you try to watch anything like a stream in... There we go. Alright, go to that little green alcove there.
To my right?
Yeah.
Oh, the door's actually open now.
Yeah, that's generally how that works. It's very easy to miss, though.
See, what I'll do is I'll get to that point and I won't remember that the door down below will actually open. I swear. I swear my memory is going and I'm only 21. Well, I do have
the
trouble...
great aspects of humanity.
I have trouble remembering things sometimes. It'll irritate the crap out of people and I feel bad because I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to irritate you.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I was watching a...
There you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna press it. I love listening to these things.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Doom remixes where that's remixed to the soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I might actually check that out.
I think it's Slayer's Lament or something like those lines.
That sounds familiar.
Computers. I'll tell you, they are aggravating like almost all the time.
Yeah.
Like this thing isn't bad, but there is some sort of faulty Ethernet something on here.
Oh, on your desktop?
Yeah, I don't really know what it is, but it's not working right. So the computer will freeze every couple of seconds. It's been an issue literally since I built this thing. I don't want to say I bought it, but it's like, it's so annoying. And I know it's got to be I'm probably the one person that has the problem, so there's like no information on how to fix it.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Like, no other people have reported this issue.
Mm-hmm. And like, there's no. It's like, and it's usually something pretty easy too.
Mhm.
To figure out what it is. I was having an issue where it would crash every time I would boot it up.
Really?
Literally every time I boot this thing up, it would get a driver power fault or driver power state error.
Ooh.
And I figured that out almost by random. Essentially, I was looking on a variety of forums, and it was a solution for something completely unrelated. It was basically unchecking Windows fast boot
Really?
in Windows. So once you uncheck that, it works just fine. But I'm still getting that goddamn issue where it will freeze. Like, it tried to do that just now. And the only reason I know that might be an issue is from another random forum post that was something also unrelated.
Huh.
Now it's figuring out what faulty Ethernet driver there is if I look under Device Manager, there's like a whole bunch of these bloody things. Which one is the one that doesn't work? I don't know.
That... yeah. I still have a problem with my computer where I'll try to go create a new file, but when I do that, everything freezes.
I've had that on a few builds myself.
I still don't know what's the problem, because I looked it up. I disabled something that was supposedly causing it, but it didn't change it.
Yeah, that's always horrible too. It's like watching live streams, like this one right now. You would think this would use next to no CPU, and yet I'm looking at CPU and it's using 44%.
Well, the reason being is I have about 20 tabs open.
I don't have any. It's like a graphics card capable of running Outer Worlds maxed out, and yet you can't run a shitty YouTube. Well, the video you're making isn't shitty, but it's a simple YouTube video. There we go.
Yeah.
It's like, really? It won't run that? It's not fair.
You were able to beat Outer Worlds, weren't you?
Yeah, I finished it literally. I think not yesterday. I think it was like Wednesday. I finished it. I really do recommend it. I
Yeah.
don't play it really for the combat because the combat's nothing special, but the story really is. The story is absolutely amazing. I mean, it is basically, imagine KOTOR crossed with Fallout, and that's
Ooh.
pretty much what you get.
That sounds pretty
There's
good.
no- And there's no Sajubbies. None of that.
Really?
There's no feminist message. There's nothing. It's just a great little story. Since it's not Fallout and it's not Star Wars,
Yeah.
you basically have a new villain that is basically, you know, an evil empire, and you have to take it down as a rebel. Or you can join it. You got that option too.
Knowing me, I'd probably join it.
Take it?
Normally, knowing me, I'd probably join it.
I don't know. They're pretty dumb, though.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, that's the thing. People complain about, like, oh, why is everyone in that so stupid? But then all I gotta do is point out the Soviet Union. Like, yeah, excuse me. People in real life are that dumb.
Sorry, I
So-
didn't realize I could just chainsaw a Keiko demon.
Oh, I saw that. I could not wait for Doom Eternal, because I think Doom Eternal is going to basically be a lot like this, but with more open level design. Because that's what I mentioned in my stream, is that, like, the level design really is not very open, but it's... This would be great if the weapons did a little more damage, and the level design was a little more open.
Like you
Because it
saw
gets
there.
the visceral aspect.
Oh yeah. But like there with the oh, what are they called again? I feel stupid for not remembering what they're called. The flying demons.
Echo Demons.
Oh. What are the ones with the jetpacks though?
Oh, Revenant.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Revenant. Did I kill everything already? I guess I
And
did.
you get quad damage.
Oh, I guess I didn't kill everything yet. Oh, there's a Hell Knight.
I do find it funny they use the Doom 3 design for that. I mean, every time I see that, it's like, evidently somebody liked Doom 3. The door must open somewhere, so you can get the blue key.
One thing I got the blue key.
Oh, well, that works.
One thing that I did see with Doom Eternal is that when I was firing grenades at the Keiko demon there, they have it so that you can shoot grenades into their mouth and they will explode.
Oh, I like the looks of this. It should be quite excellent indeed. Now, are you running an AMD processor or an Intel?
I believe it's AMD.
Now, I've run AMD processors literally for over 20 years. Or not 20 years, but, oh god, is it almost 20 years? No, it's not almost.
It's 2020.
2008.
Oh, that's 12.
So, yeah. And they always work fairly well, but for some reason with, like, basic web applications like this, way too much CPU is actually used.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder if that's a Windows thing.
it could be.
It's Windows 10 is not the best. I mean, it's since Windows rules the world, that's all you get. But I definitely like Windows 7 a lot more. But
Yeah.
Windows 7 had that same memory leak too, so yeah.
I mean, I know what you mean with Windows 10. I never hear anything good about it, but personally, besides the file thing, I've never had any problems with it.
I've had a number of issues, like the freezing and the crashing and all the rest. And Windows 10 is also not very good for DirectX 10. No, DirectX 11
Yeah.
runs like crap. It's like I can't max out Dragon Age Inquisition.
Or you can't.
No, I can't. It makes no sense. I can max out Outer Worlds, but not Dragon Age Inquisition. It's like, that's a game from 2014. I should easily be able to do that. I'm guessing that's just a bad PC port, though, because, like, not Demon's Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 3, there we go. Runs like crap, even on this, even though it ran, like, at 60 FPS on an older PC build, but it doesn't now, and it's like, what?
Huh. Yeah, I don't... Part of me doesn't understand why it does that, because... Oh, I got smacked by a soul.
Yeah, they certainly changed those up a bit. But would you believe that as early as the Doom novelization, which I'm actually rereading right now,
Yeah.
they were supposed to be rocket skulls.
Oh, they are.
That's what they described them as in the book.
They're so annoying.
Oh yeah, yeah. This area killed me a lot too. It is an aggravation. Is that?
I know it's overkill, but using rockets on zombies is funny.
Yeah, that blows it up.
Oh, he blew up. But yeah, besides Doom here... Wait a minute. Where did he... Oh, he's down there. Oh! Big man can jump. I've been playing a lot of World of Tanks and a lot of Halo with some college friends of mine.
Very nice indeed. Which Halo though?
Been doing a lot of Halo 5 and a lot of Master Chief Collection as well.
The PC or the Xbox version?
A little bit of both. Mainly Xbox. I don't think some of them have PCs to run it. I do know one of them recently got a PC that they mainly used to run the Star Wars MMO.
See, now I can be... What's kind of funny is, talking about college, when I was in college, it's like, they were still the old Republic, but now you can emulate galaxies.
Oh,
So
really?
it could be either or. Yeah.
Oh man.
I've not tried. I've
Sorry,
not tried
man.
to run Galaxies because I don't like MMOs to begin with. So, but it is an interesting option to have compared to what they used to be. Because used to be it was just Old Republic, and I didn't like Old Republic,
Oh no.
even though I pre-ordered it with 3 months of game time. Oh my god! I played it for about a month, and that was it.
Not really your thing, eh?
No, my biggest problem with MMOs is it's so boring to me. It's like you do this. It's like every area you go into, it's like you need to complete X number of quests, and it's the same bastards you gotta kill every single goddamn time, and they're just standing there. They just stand there waiting for you to kill them. But it's like, really, that just killed all the immersion you get out of the game. It's hard to get invested in the story when, oh, these guys I killed the last time, oh yeah, they're back.
They just respawned.
Yeah. The only MMO I was able to get to like level 50 in was Star Trek Online. The only problem is that game really wasn't that great either. It's
Nah.
even worse now because Discovery's in it, but whatever.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. But my biggest problem with Star Trek Online was the same issue as I have had with all the others, is that it's still just the same grind, and it's hard for me to get invested in it when, I've blown up like my 50th ship. And it's like, do the Klingons have that many ships? You need to go jump up there.
Over
Oh
here?
wait, I can't say jump up there because you already have done it. Like 5 seconds before.
Yeah, I found the switch to open the door.
Okay, because you need to jump up there. Oh, you've already jumped up there, and you see, here's the funny thing: I can see the game at a different time speed than I'm talking to you.
Mhm.
You, it's pretty much real time. This, I've got that few second delay. Even when you put it on low latency, it still has that delay.
Does it really?
Yeah, it's not much of one, but it's still one nonetheless. Let me see something there.
For I think it was either OBS or YouTube Studio, I had the option to do no latency. That doesn't support 1440p.
Oh, that's why I bet this is kind of lagging a little bit sometimes. 'Cause I don't think like the stream. I don't think anybody's internet is quite good enough to run something at that high of resolution.
Probably
Yeah, I can't
not.
really run Doom at 2K, unfortunately. I only can get it at 1080, which is kind of annoying. But then again, I'm only running a GTX 970, which is still pretty nice, but
Oh yeah.
it's not. My biggest problem is I can't really justify buying another graphics card because it runs everything I needed to run, and I can stream everything I need to stream. So it's like, why spend $300 or $400 on a better graphics card when I'm not going to get that much? I'm not going to get like a massive amount of improvement out of that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I still kind of want to buy like a 2080 Ti if possible, but granted that's expensive as all get out because it's still pretty new. I forgot. I don't remember who exactly it is at the moment. I forgot their name, but they upgrade their PC quite a bit, and I usually have the opportunity to buy some parts off of them. I think one of them they were going to let me buy was a 2080 Ti, but currently I don't have the money for it, so I'm just waiting.
Well, I mean, you are running, is this running at 1440?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're running that at 1440, 100, and you're over 60 FPS. You're pretty good. I mean, I'd recommend just saving money and getting something more important or something else.
Yeah.
'Cause it's kind of like, for me, with my 970, which somebody actually gave me,
Oh yeah.
I did a whole video on that, actually, because I highly appreciate that. So, getting that, I can run, like, Terminator Resistance, which is another great RPG. It's like, last year we got 2 good sci-fi RPGs. Like, finally.
About
The
time.
last good sci-fi RPG was KOTOR 2. No, it wasn't. It was Mass Effect 3, and Mass Effect 3 wasn't even very good. So it's like after all those years, but I can run that, you know, at 2K, and it's not entirely maxed out. I had to turn down the shadows on the AA, but I can run it at 2K, and I gotta say, running anything at 2K, my God, it's better than 1080.
Heck
There
yeah.
is a difference. So I'll take some turned down graphics, so long as I can run it at 2K.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do that. Am I going?
Oh no, I was disagreeing with you.
Oh, cool. I was gonna say, like, Outer Worlds couldn't do it at 2K, but it looked fine enough at 1080. I don't think Outer Worlds was that well optimized, but I'm not gonna complain because the actual game was a lot of fun. Like, I would actually stay up late playing that. I haven't done that with a game since Prey 2017.
Dang.
It's just because, like, a lot of these games don't really interest me that much. Like, even games that I kind of like, so, like, it's very hard for me to get invested for, like, hours upon hours. It has to be, like, an RPG for me to do that. It's like, Prey 2017 wasn't really an RPG, but I really liked the story. I really, really liked the characters and the whole
Oh yeah.
world and the gameplay. And that I played on a much older PC than the one I have now. I was kind of able to max it out a little bit. I say a little bit because I was still running at 1080. Like, you can max certain stuff out, but then you can get a lot of frame drops, and I got a lot of frame drops in that. Like, area transitions, it would just tank. Or, like, if I shot an explosive barrel, it would tank. Doom 2016 did the same thing on that build, too.
Really?
Where it would just tank every time I blew up something.
I hate those screaming. There's those lost souls because when they start screaming, that's. And
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
pretty bad.
Skyrim reference in here.
Oh yeah, the helmet. Skyrim.
Just a moment. Oh, there's arrows all over the place. Oh, this whole area is a Skyrim reference. Okay.
Even though nobody ever really uses that helmet, at least I never used. Because I thought it looked kind of silly, and it doesn't do that much defense. So
Yeah. Only reason I really used it was because it was in the trailer.
nah. What's kind of funny is that's supposed to be the canonical Dovahkiin, and yet he's got the shittiest armor in the game. Well, maybe not the shittiest, but certainly low tier crap. You know, everybody pretty much immediately tries to go for the better stuff, or ebony armor, which is by far the best, unless you mod it and get something even better. No, that's not true. Ebony armor isn't the best. Technically, it's Dragon Plate.
Dragon
Which is
Plate?
the best. I actually made some of that in my very first playthrough before any mods were even released for that game.
Well, besides using the dragon bones just to sell for a good amount of coin, can you use them to craft armor? Because I heard something about that.
Yeah, you can craft armor with Dragon Bone.
Okay.
In the base game, you can make Dragon Plate, Heavy Armor, and Dragon Scale, which is the light armor.
Because I could never figure out how to do that.
You just have to have a high smithing skill. In my first playthrough, I just cheated it up to 100. In my more immersive playthroughs, I just made a crap ton of iron daggers. That's how you do it. Iron daggers require, I think, 1 iron ingot and 1 lead. Just make those, and you'll get it up there to 100 eventually. And yeah, or if you find gold, you can really max out your level if you find some gold and craft necklaces and shit like that. You can sell them for a lot of money.
Huh.
There's actually a mod called the Dova Tower.
The Dova Tower.
Yeah. No, it's the Dova Cave. There it is, Dova Cave. It's hidden underneath a tower. And in that, you can get a whole bunch of iron ingots, and so like you can get to like level 14 literally just by finding the Dova Cave. It's a good mod. Hope it's still on the Nexus.
It probably is. Oof.
Man, I remember when Skyrim was coming out. It was like the next big thing. 2011 it was.
Back in
next
27.
year, that will be 10 years ago.
I keep seeing jokes about Skyrim being released. It's like, Yeah, it came out in 2011, it came out in 2013, it came out, and I was like, wait a minute, what are they talking about? Because of all the times they released it for the various consoles out there.
Yeah, I don't really count that as like a release date. That's just a port. And it's still the same game, and yeah, 2011. I remember that because I still had that dual core system with that one AMD card. Could barely play that game on high. Frame drops everywhere.
Really?
Everywhere.
Is that back
Okay,
in...
I think.
I know back in some of your older video intros, you would have some of the Skyrim modded gameplay in there. Was that back when that was?
Yeah, in one of those intros where I'm in the ebony armor and like slicing somebody up, you'll notice it lags a little bit because that was the best I had at the time.
Okay, so that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still did looked pretty good.
Well, no, I mean it wasn't bad, but once I got a better card, I was finally able to use EMBs and high-res texture packs and stuff like that. What's kind of funny though is when I was using an AMD 6000 or 6300 processor, which was also donated to me, by the way, it didn't run Skyrim very well because that was part of the FX series of processors, and it didn't do. Some games it could do really well, like Doom 2016, it did decently enough.
Yeah.
But other games, it ran really, really, really poorly. And I think that's just due to the architecture of the chip. But
That very well could be.
and the Ryzen 220G, which is what I'm using now, is quite good, but there's still a few minor issues here and there. I think it's mainly more Windows related than anything else. Computers. I remember you could just install a BLE processor and a motherboard and it worked. Now it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
You're getting old, John. I remember there was a time when all I had was a Pentium 4, and we loved it. Even though you couldn't run like HD video. That's the funniest part.
Really?
Yeah, you couldn't run HD video on something like that. If you tried, the whole computer would crash.
Sorry, my mom was calling me there.
Oh.
I don't know what my mom wanted though. She's at work. Oh well.
On a Saturday? Yeah, that is not fun.
No. There are times I have to work on Saturdays at UPS, but I don't mind.
Yeah. See, for me, I hate working on Saturday. So, yeah. Yeah, you get paid a little extra, but it's like, I have to wake up at 5 in the morning every day and would like to sleep, you know?
Yeah. I know. Oh, I really need a quad damage for this area.
What damage? Oh, I think that's your mother. In your,
Oh.
chat.
No, there's nobody at the door.
Now, what I find kind of funny, though, is this kind of reminds me of... There's a joke in Guitar Hero 2, where, like... I forget what the joke is about, but it's like... With all 2 of your fans show up, your mom can't be included or something like that.
Oh. I just killed... just killed a Baron of Hell and he flew against the... He was all the way to the right over here and he flew against the floor.
Oh, nice. Did you ever play the Guitar Hero games?
No, I personally could not get the rhythm of it.
Oh.
It was too fast for me.
I guess, for me, they were some of my favorite games, like, in general. Because I'm a real music kind of guy, even though I suck at playing instruments. Because as I've said in, like, other videos, like, I tried to be in the band once. And was like the worst person there. At least I felt like I was the worst person there. But Guitar Hero, I really enjoyed. That's the whole reason why I got a PS2, actually. Was to play Guitar Hero 1, and then all the others came out.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean, with rhythm games, the only one I've really ever been able to get into is Beat Saber. Because I can actually... Go ahead.
No, go on.
With Beat Saber, my mom and my fiance were calling me at the same time. It literally
Wow.
it shows my mom and my fiance on the list.
Well, at least you know people want to talk to you, and that is good.
Yeah. All right, where was I? I was at the Kadir Sanctum, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You could go to the Argent facility destroyed. Argent faculty. Oh, I've just been too overworked the last couple weeks to get any videos out myself.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I say that. I got a book review out, but still.
I'm gonna turn on my... I don't really need it, but I have a nightlight that I don't use anymore. I just use it for recording videos in the dark.
The Argent Tower is destroyed.
Because now you're completely in the dark now.
To be closed
Oh, I am?
inside.
Yeah, you
Energy flows
disappeared.
to the location in their
Oh,
Orlando.
the well.
that's not... I definitely do not want to go commando, especially on stream. People do not need to see this.
So there may be a way.
I just turned on my cell phone flashlight.
Get to the nearest terminal.
Can you see me again?
Oh, yeah, I can. That also reminds me. I don't know, for some reason I'm feeling old right now. I'm thinking, like, I remember my first cell phone, it had a flashlight built into the case. I was like, oh my god, it's a phone and a light.
See, the first phone I had was a flip phone, which probably was standard back in, like, I don't want to say back in the day, because
You gotta climb up there.
back in yeah, just back in the 2000s, we'll just say that. I almost fell. Back when I had finished with grade school, my parents got me a cell phone because I really wanted one, and I got one of those cell phones that you buy in one of those plastic boxes that you can just like tear open. It's like a cheapy phone, but it still worked for the time. Granted, it broke within like a week.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
See, what's funny is I didn't actually get a cell phone till like the second year of high school, and at that time they were still pretty expensive. To put I always like to put this in perspective for like the younger viewers who like have only known smartphones. In 2004, when I got my first cell phone, it was a Virgin mobile phone.
Oh.
It was $80. It wasn't a flip phone. That was too expensive.
It was a candy
It
bar.
was just a handset. That was $80. These days, I have a Samsung A10e. It's a pretty good smartphone. I mean, it's powerful enough to run Dreamcast games, so I'm not complaining about that. That was about the same price. It's like, it just goes to show you the difference in however many years that it requires mathematical maths.
Yeah. Currently, I have the iPhone X.
See, I don't use my phone for like anything like fancy, so something like that would be completely lost on me. Because it's like that's the thing. It's like for me when it comes to phones, all I need is to be able to use a GPS and listen to music, maybe play a game, which I never really do, and read a book.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it. So a fancy phone like that, it's just like it wouldn't get used to its fullest extent. It'd be like, imagine giving somebody who's computer illiterate a gaming computer when all they really need is a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Like you don't need like a Ryzen. I don't even know what the most powerful Ryzen is, but whatever that one is, and like an NVIDIA Titan, they're not going to get much use out of that. I mean, yeah, they'll use it, but they're not going to use it to its fullest extent.
Yeah.
Like giving me a race car and just using that ragdoll physics, eh?
Yeah. Messing around with the ragdoll physics.
Yeah, the old Xbox version of Halo, if you punch the Elite enough, it'll actually lag the game.
Really?
Yeah.
I was kind of immature when it came to that. I would punch it, and you know when you punch it like multiple times, more blood will just fly out.
Yeah.
I would make it to the point where it would the whole ground around it would be just covered in it. And
Was that the original Halo or the more modern update?
the original Halo CE.
Yeah, dude. I imagine it lagged the game out really bad.
I don't remember. That was probably, let's see, it's 2020. Back in 2015, I think it was. No, 2013.
Don't act like that's so long ago.
Well, it's not, but
uh,
I miss those years in some aspects, because well, like for example, there was this one summer that I mentioned like everybody that I know, that if you talk to him, you'd be like, "Did you ever mention that one summer from back in like 2012?" It's like, "Yep, I know which one you're talking about." Because I would go over to my grandparents' house for during the day while my parents worked in the summer, every so often, and I would usually go to the basement. I would watch Alf on a DVD player, and I would use my grandpa's old laptop to watch YouTube and play some Flash games.
nice.
And then I went to a summer camp for part of that, and they would go to a place called Magic Waters, which is a really awesome water park. And just something about that summer I miss.
Yeah, I can understand that. There's a lot of summers that you'll miss as time goes on. But, you know, you'll have even better ones as you age.
Yeah. Granted, I am only 21 so far.
Well, you're just kind of getting started. But, you know, it's good. You're not being young and stupid and getting drunk every day. People do it. I don't really know why.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I've never gotten drunk. At least I don't want to, really, because you know when you're drunk you usually say and do stuff that you normally wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what I would say or do if I'm drunk. I just don't.
Oh dear, you say that you want to, you know, watch Last Jedi on repeat for the next 2 months.
Oh lord. That would be the heresy in that statement alone. It's just...
Yeah. See, I know how I would react, just because I know my personality when I get really tired. Basically, like when you lose your inhibitions, you kind of see like the you that you don't like hide behind, like masks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the me that is well, I don't really hide myself behind a mask. I generally just don't show my full self when I'm like around people I don't know. So
That's understandable.
the me behind the mask, so to speak, is one moment.
Maybe a little bit different. I honestly don't know though.
Yeah, like my real self is just somebody who jokes around a lot, mainly lots and lots of sex jokes and stuff like that. It's like I'm not. My actual nature is not to be like melancholy and shit like that. It's mainly just to be. I'm mainly a happy kind of guy. Most people don't ever really get to see that because something bad happens and crap like that. So it's like,
Oh.
if bad shit didn't happen, I'd be great. Probably, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, because you remember that? I don't remember. A few months ago, we were playing GTA Online, or not? I think it was you, me, and like Vulcan, and I don't remember who else exactly, but somebody had spawned a tank, and I was like, and immediately I occupied the tank and just started blowing the crap out of all the cars and everything. That could be me, in unadulterated me. I'll just get really stupid sometimes. I mean, that's not all the time, but it's just sometimes I just get carried away. That's me. I can get.
That happens to us all the time. See, the only kind of drunk that you don't want to be around is the mad kind of drunk. It's like, let's get in the bar for stuff like that.
I have
those people in it.
I have nothing better to do. Starts fight. Why am I in pain?
Yeah. I don't know why people are going to be so dumb. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good in 1440. Eventually I'll get to play this in 2K, but yeah. As long as I can play, Doom Eternal in 1080 maxed out, I'll be happy.
Definitely.
Very happy indeed.
I think my game glitched.
Oh?
Well, oh, never mind, I guess not.
Yeah, they opened it up.
Because when... Ooh, I'm about to die. But when the autocannon was firing... oh wait, no, that's what it does with pinkies. When you hit the front side of them, it'll have like blue pellet, like blue bubbles show up whenever you hit it. I thought my game was glitching. Never mind.
Pinkies are kind of annoying though.
The pinkies here are much more annoying than the older games because their weak spot is in the back and it's just... Oh wait, I never got this one? Come back here.
They're just always... They're tedious, that's the big problem. Whereas... Oh yeah, I used to know how to find that guy, but I don't remember. When I did my playthrough, I didn't really care. I just let it go away. But what's really funny though is there's got to be like a 5 to 10 second delay between, because like when you said, "Come back here," you were still like just barely entering the facility there.
Oh.
So yeah, there is a delay, a pretty big delay. Because right now I'm looking at you. You just got the mega health.
As of right now, I'm just taking out the gore nest.
So yeah, there's a bit of a delay there.
Yeah.
One problem I have with like Doom 2016 is, well, it came out in 2016, so there's never going to be like a Doom 2016 book. And I know probably some people watching it think that's really weird. It's like, why would you want a book? But Doom 1993 had a whole book series based on it, and it was good. I'm rereading it now after like a decade.
Yeah.
It holds up damn good. Like, I've tried to find books similar to that, and I just can't find them. That combine the level of fun with a little bit of the survival horror, with a little bit of the, kind of goofy action.
Mm-hmm.
It just does it really well. It'd be cool if there was like a Doom 2016 book and we like got to see the Doom Slayer's like personality.
That'd be cool.
I like that stuff.
As far as that.
People like them.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's your stream.
Well, I know, but you're in the middle of a statement. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I know people like the mysteriousness, but I like to. It's more memorable when you can go. Doom Slayer would say this or that, or he would do this or that, versus just he kills the things and isn't afraid of anything.
You'll see.
He sank to the floor.
He doesn't know what to do. Oh dang! Saw his crack there for a second. Can I get out of here, or am I stuck?
I I do not know. I got stuck in the floor once, but just kind of it kind of fixed itself.
I can't double jump. I'm floating. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can phase through here. Oh! Oh, no, I'm really stuck.
Yeah, you might just have to restart. It's like, way to go, Bethesda. Well, technically, that's not Bethesda's fault. But we're gonna blame them anyway because why not?
Bethesda sucks. Anymore it does.
It's kind of sad, really, though. I mean, they were great for a little while, but they were brought down by their own hubris. Now they will pay the ultimate price.
Yeah, they really did. Oh man, I really wish they wouldn't have done what they did. Fallout 76 is an atrocity.
Yeah, but technically Fallout 4 was. People like Fallout 4. I don't know why.
I have a friend who will defend Fallout 76 and Fallout 74 or
Fallout. They call it Fallout 4.
Fallout. Yeah, we're gonna go with Fallout Bore. We'll follow. You know
We'll
what?
get it right eventually.
That particular game series will defend it tooth and nail, and I just don't understand. It's.
I've talked to people who are actually legitimate CRPG gamers. You know, like ones who played like a lot of the real classics. You need to go back across that bridge. The real classics, you know, like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You know,
So, sorry. Go ahead.
no, finish. Yeah.
Oh no, I was just I was able to find this. Oh, okay, here we go. Which one do I not have? Oh, there's only one I don't have. Remote detonation.
That's not a bad one.
All right, what were you saying?
Yeah, he was a big CRPG gamer, like, you know, the classic stuff like Baldur's Gate, Ultima, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's able to still get some enjoyment out of Fallout Bore. I just cannot. It's like I've modded it. And it's just like the world is dull and boring and nothing really happens in it. Let me put it this way: Dragon Age Inquisition. It's not a first-person RPG, but whatever. The side quests are fairly simple. There's like no real story to them, and yet they just feel so much more alive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because there's a little bit of thought put into them, and there's not much more thought, but just enough that it's actually fun. Whereas Fallout Bore, it's a lot of nothing. It's a lot of dullness. It's just, I tried. It's got nothing on a real RPG. That does remind me of like my old Oblivion review, where people complained that I was comparing Oblivion to Dragon Age.
Oh, I remember that.
What I find funny about that is that kind of puts pay to the idea that people see Oblivion as like an RPG. But actually, no, that wasn't even the argument they had. They were saying that I shouldn't compare a game from 2006 to a game from 2009. That does not logic create. 'Cause I can compare a game from 1982 to a game from 2004 and say the game from 1982 is better. Well, not really, but much older games compared to other games, you know.
Yeah. Cause oh, I forgot you only have one health in this. But yeah, there are games that are way superior to what we have nowadays, and people will still complain about it. It's like, well, I mean, you know what? The games back then are much better than some of the games now, but sometimes these people just don't want to accept it.
Yeah, they were more consistent back then, I think, in some respects. I just think to myself, like, what's coming out in 2020 that I really want to play? You know, there's, you know, Doom. There's a few indie titles, but that's about it. I'll never forget 2005. You had Battlefront, Republic Commando, you had KOTOR 2, and then like 2004, you had Doom 3, you know, Halo 2, Battlefront 1. It's like there are all these like huge games coming out like in the same year. You know, like they would announce these things like, well, how can I possibly get all these games in 1 year? And it's like now it's like, There's Doom. Last year was good though. 2019 was a lot better because you did have, Terminator Resistance. You had Outer Worlds. I think there's a couple others too. So gaming's getting better than it has been for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, god dang.
I remember this one. I didn't bother with that in my stream.
Oh.
Like, I just want to get through it for Doom Eternal.
Wait. Ah, damn it! It took me out of the out of the level. Oh well, that's fine. I think I might move over to Space Marine now because I've actually played this for quite a bit.
Space Marine. Now that is a classic. It's not that great, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, I know when I was going through it. I gotta let this go through here real quick. But I know when I played it through the first time, it was really fun. I don't think I played it on the max difficulty like I do with some games nowadays. But let me see, Space Marine, Oh, what? Space Hulk? That's not it. I know I have Space Marine somewhere.
Space Marine. It's going to be an S. Dial S for Space. You might have been thinking of Space Hulk, not Space Marine. Or it could be Warhammer 40k Space Marine.
Yep, I found it.
Yeah, it's like I haven't played it in a number of years. Mark Strong was, of course,
the hell
the
was
dude.
that? Well, it didn't launch. It said stop, went to go launch, and then bugs. Oh, don't tell me that my antivirus software is stopping me from playing it.
No, that could happen. Because, yeah, it's annoying.
I'll go with Space Hulk.
Oh,
Deathwing.
Bug Splat. That's a thing, but I don't remember what that is. See, like, I got that error on Killing Floor 2, like, almost a year ago. And, yeah, I don't remember how you fix that. I think you just have to reinstall the game. I think.
I'll probably do that some other time then, because that'll take a while.
Yeah, it's not that big of a game, but it's a big game when you have really crappy internet, but yeah, it's not that bad.
But Deathwing I actually got into a little while ago. I didn't stream it or record it at all because I wanted to see for myself how it actually do in it and whatnot. But I am on a part right now that is as soon as it comes up.
We located the ancient Dark Angel ship in the heart of the space helmet.
But with
After finding out that Squad Gideon had been slain,
you've played this game, right?
Of Xenos as we conducted
I have not.
investigatory missions.
I know what it's about,
Enigmatic
and I've read the book,
from our dark and distant past.
but I've not actually played it.
The Deathwing moved to secure entry into the old ship, while we overcame the energy and psychic defenses
It's rather
created
fun,
by the Gene Stealers.
but
Hard fought was the battle, but the bridgehead had been established,
waiting till he just
and
stops
progress
talking.
to our objectives continued.
I
We
can kind of hear what
are
they're
the
saying.
Emperor's blade.
we are the Emperor's blade. But
Emperor's Fury.
it's fun, but the part that I'm at, it's just, it's annoying, and
Yeah, one of those things.
I've run out of healing charges, so I can't do. Bless you. Oh, okay, there we go.
I've never done it. Alien vs. Predator Dead Space. I'm kind of looking through some AVP comics I've not read.
Oh. Where's the audio?
Where is that at? 1999. Yeah, eventually you'd think I would play that game, but I just have not had a chance to.
Oh, come on.
You'd have thought I would have played it by now, but you would be wrong. I mean, I am a big fan of, you know...
Oh, the Warhammer franchise.
40K, it's just... not done so as of yet.
Yeah, oh, don't go after my healer. He's almost dead as well. I have no healing charges left or anything like that, and I can't go back. What it is, they have a thing where you can open a side gate and have everybody heal. Currently, one of my Space Marines, I don't think it's actually a Space Marine, I think it's Terminator. I think that's what they're called, right?
Well, a Terminator would... Okay, so technically a Terminator would be a Space Marine.
Okay. It's like a variant of a Space Marine, right?
Well, yes.
I know if there's any Space
Yes.
Marine fans out there watching, they're like, hey, you're saying it wrong!
Yes, they would be. Because I could be like, well, you know, he's not really a variant. It's still a Space Marine. It's more the armor. And then I'd have to tell you that it's technically, you know, tactical dreadnought armor. And, like, to be a Terminator, you have to be, like, a really, you know, high-level kind of guy. And it's just easier for me to say yes. This game actually looks pretty good. I might have to acquire this at some point because it does have that multiplayer component. And, you know, this looks a lot like Killing Floor to a degree.
Oh, so, for example, you could do, like, a multiplayer stream with it then, or,
Yeah, I'll wait till the next Steam sale. The next Steam sale.
Steam sale. Oh, it's blocked, okay. My medic doesn't want to, seem to want to move up.
Steam sale by the Steam store. Oh,
How do I forgot how to command him to come back up here. Commands. Oh, okay, here we go. M. Okay. No, that's not it. But yeah. I still look back on those streams when we were all playing Left 4 Dead.
yeah, those are pretty good. It's just there's never enough time, and nobody's ever can be on at the same time. It's annoying.
Yeah, for the most part, I have on the weekends, except for Friday and sometimes Saturday, I'm free. If you ever wanted me to join or anything like that, I'm for the most part always open.
Well, I'll have to see. It's like
I would just have to give you a
it's
ring
like-
check.
on the weekend. It's like I'm either busy doing some. It's like it's just too much crap.
I know you're a lot
Too much.
busier nowadays.
So, but it's good to be busy doing a lot of crap than, you know, just sitting in here being miserable. So there's that.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know that too well. Too well, indeed.
Oh.
Back in my day, the best we had was just walking misery centers, aka feminist conventions. But unrelated from feminist conventions, there's going to be a Comic Palooza convention here sometime in the next month. I'm trying to decide if I want to go. I kind of need to decide today because the prices are going up tomorrow.
Oh, they are.
I just don't know if I really feel like going or not.
There was a thing called C2E2. Do you know what that is?
Nope, never heard of it.
Okay, it might be a local convention, but it's kind of like a small-ish version of Comic-Con. It's from what I've seen, it's fun. I had a friend of mine go to it. I really want to go to Comic-Con again. Just because there's a lot of cool collectibles that I can... Granted, I don't need, because if I were to pan the camera around my room, you'd be like, yeah, no, you don't need that.
I know the feeling.
You want it, but you don't have the room. It's like, because they have these Black Series lightsabers. For the most part, I have most of them. I have the 2 of the Darth Maul ones that make 2 of them, and
Oh, that's cool.
I have Obi-Wan's from Episode 1 and 3. I have Mace Windu's, Luke Skywalker's from Episode 6, and Anakin's from Episodes 2 and 3. And I have some I made. If I made another lightsaber collection video, I have a good probably 30, maybe 40 lightsabers. I know I don't need that many, but they always come out with
It's
more.
an army of Jedi.
Probably. When you just said that, it reminded me of the original Clone Wars cartoon. They'll need to send an army of Jedi to take this outpost. I've spotted just some people out in the distance. How many are there? 100? Fewer. 20? 50? Come on, man, give me a number. 2. 2? What? Give me those binoculars.
That was a good. Yeah, that was actually pretty funny. That was a pretty damn good show all around.
I remember.
You can definitely tell that was a Samurai Jack voice actor, though.
Mm-hmm. Back in the day.
Jack versus a Jedi. Now that's an interesting concept.
That I would pay to see.
Or better yet, Samurai Jack versus a Sith. Seeing as how I doubt the Jedi and Jack would actually fight.
Yeah, they're 2 peace-loving factions. I doubt they would actually. Oh, I'm dead. You
What's
are.
funny is you say that and you're still alive. It's like you're still.
You are dead. Oh, I have to listen to the talking again.
What happened?
After you. Okay, there. Press any. I'm pressing any button. Okay. What? Hold up a minute. Don't tell me I restarted the whole level.
Bup, bup, bup. What?
Can, load. What is the most recent? Yeah, I haven't played this game since October.
That sounds like a long time ago, but it's really not. It just
No.
feels like it was a long time ago. See, one of these days, I need to actually get a filter for the microphone. I'm too lazy, and most people don't really care.
Eh,
I mean, there might be one comment, but it's like,
normally on my streams, the only time I actually get anybody watching is if it's a Pacific Rim stream, and I can't stream that game as much as I would like to.
no,
Oh, I have 7 likes.
not bad.
Okay, I'm gonna have to reload my save from October because I did accidentally just restart the whole level. I swear I'm trying to get better at this stuff, but it takes time.
Believe me, it do.
The cool part is I'm up to a little over 3,000 now.
Yeah, I saw that. That is pretty good. I mean, that you were able to do that in a lot less time than it took me. That's for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, that was not easy. Because getting popular on YouTube is never an easy thing. That Pacific Rim thing, I'm surprised as many people like it as they do. Pleasantly, but very surprised nonetheless.
Yeah, if you see my most watched video, it has about 250,000 views, I think it was. And it's still going up. I get about 10,000 views for that every 48 hours or so. But, talking about statistics on a YouTube channel. Or on a stream. But,
You know, see, like, don't feel too bad about that, because, like, whenever I watch streams and things of that nature, I don't mind it when people talk about the backstory of a lot of this stuff, because I find it fascinating, really. It's like all
Yeah.
the crap that goes into producing just one video.
See, for when I first started my channel, I mean, it says my channel was made back in 2012, and which it was. But the only thing I really uploaded was I had a game called Turbo Dismount, and they had a function where you could, you could record the stuff that you were doing and post it to your YouTube channel, which I did for a little bit, and those videos probably have like a max of 60 views each. But not complaining, but I was just glad I got the views for the time. And then after that, my biggest video for the time was a AVP collection video, which I'm still pretty proud of that video because that was my biggest video at the time. And for the time it got, I think it's at 6,000 views at most now. But I remember I would tell my dad every so often, yeah, I would tell him every time it went up a few hundred or so, I'd be like, yeah, my video has a little over so and so views. And he'd be like, oh yeah. They gave it a watch a few times just to help out. But I know before I even reached 100 subscribers, I know this is probably not a good thing to do, or probably might be considered stupid or probably something like that. I would ask my family members, like, hey, can you check out my YouTube channel? Well, they always did gladly, and I always thank them for it, but every so often they ask me for an update of how things are going. I was like, yeah, I'm up to this mark point now. I was like, alright, gotta keep it going, let me know how far you get.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's good that they care.
Yeah, and then my, I think it was my uncle for the most part, he'll, every time he's over, we'll talk about various YouTube videos that we've seen, some nerd stuff among that, and it's always fun to have people to talk to about that kind of stuff, because if you, like right now I'm kind of going on a tangent, when it comes to talking about stuff like that, I can just go on for hours at a time if I want to, and I know sometimes people will get annoyed and not say anything, but I mean, I prefer if people tell me about that, because I mean, if I'm talking too much, just let me know, you know.
Don't worry about it. See, that's the thing. It's very easy to be worried about what other people think all the time. And well, you don't want to just be sloppy and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you don't need to be overly worried about, because everyone's got their own opinion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But believe me, I've heard a lot more rambly things in my time. You're fine. Relax. You're good.
All right.
Be happy. It's like, well, see, here's the thing, though. The people that are the most worried about looking stupid never look stupid, and the people who don't care always look dumb. So there's that.
Hadn't really thought about it that way.
We never notice it. Like, some of the more annoying YouTube channels, they don't have a clue if they're, making an ass of themselves or not. So, yeah. You're good. You're good.
That's what I'll do. Oh, go ahead.
But the thing about YouTube, though, it's like, it's very hard to get any exposure at all. That's why I kind of try to stick to videos that people will actually want to watch, like Doom shit. I mean, I like Doom well enough, but I like to also review other games that I consider, also important. But Star Wars year was a lot of fun, but nobody cared. Because Disney's completely ruined Star Wars.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorites.
Oh, it's fun to do. It's just like, if you look at the view counts, though, like I did Empire at War. I spent a lot of time on Empire at War, believe me. I played a whole bunch of multiplayer games and a little bit of the single player. And it got 400 views right now. Contrast that to what the hell is that game called? The one with the chick. Bombshell, not Bombshell. Ion Fury, there we go. That game review took no time to make, and it's got almost 600 views now, and it's just kind of funny how that works.
Oh, how
that's the kind of stuff that people want to see. not Empire at War. It's kind of annoying. People love the Alien stuff a lot too, but there's only so much. There's never many Alien games to begin with, and I didn't want to review all of them like within the first bit of my channel.
Oh yeah.
Now, I do have an idea for another series because I found some scans of the action figure comics
Really?
for the Aliens and Aliens versus Predator action figures,
Ooh.
and they're really high quality scans as well.
I'd definitely be interested in that.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of doing something on that because I've never read them, to be perfectly honest. I'd like to also try to find some of the latter day Aliens comics, although they're definitely getting feminized.
Oh.
Now, I'm sure people will complain about me complaining about that, but like Aliens used to have a good mix of both female and male characters, and there's importance in that. Now it's just like they're following, like really boring characters that no one really cares about.
Yeah.
Because lemons.
I know. I use the line that you use sometimes. I think you used it in the Alien, the one terrible Alien game that came out. It was they basically told that the Aliens movie was not correct in what they did. I know one thing that I agreed on that was really crap was the explosion radius was not looked like it did nothing compared to what they said it would do in the movie. That game. I forgot where I was going with that. Anywho, go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
trust me, that happens to me too.
Go ahead.
Incidentally, I'm looking at the one of the action figure comics right now, and if there's one thing a Space Marine can handle, it's bugs, especially if you've got a megaton missile launcher from Kenner.
I like that. Ooh, I found a relic. Okay, so right now I've actually gotten further than I have before, because there will be these guys that have these big guns that will fire a purple beam at me. And it does damage as he's aiming, and those guys will always kill me. So far, I've actually gotten further than I have before, so I'm actually curious how far I actually. Oh, extraction's only 100 meters away. Maybe I'll actually beat it this time. Cross your fingers, maybe I will. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. I remember back in the days of YouTube when. I was mainly interested in Alien vs. Predator content, and that's how I found your channel.
That's how a lot of people do. I mean, the big problem is that, it's just, like I said, there's not much of it. There never was.
But yeah, I'm so close to death.
Wow, the art is really... The art was pretty good so far. Now it's super shit. But you know what the problem is?
What's that?
This is the Ellen Ripley comic. That is so not canonical, it's not even funny. Because Ripley was a warrant officer, now she's a lieutenant and doesn't look anything like Sigourney Weaver.
Oh boy.
I would have watched an animated Aliens TV show. I would have watched the shit out of that. And I think this is what these comics are going to be. This is going to be sort of like a tie-in to that. And they're not bad. It definitely looks like a 90s, television series, though, so there's that.
I think,
as we all know, that's something I quite like.
Oh yeah. I think you mentioned that in your monthly update vlog.
Oh yeah, the Aliens books! Yeah. I'm actually reading one right now. Well, not right this second, but the current book I'm reading. It's a book of Aliens short stories. It's some damn good shit, too.
No.
It's nowhere near as good as the 90s stuff, but it's still pretty good. One of the stories I really, really like is where it gets into the mind of Bishop. And it was really cool because it implies that Bishop... None of these stories are canonical. But
yeah.
It gets into the mind of Bishop talking about, like, he's not really, just another drone synthetic. He's like his own being. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
because it applies to these different.
I died.
Yeah, I saw that. He's the chosen one. Aliens Colonial Marine comic. God, that was shit.
That was a game, right? Colonial Marines?
That was the game that came out in 2012. Was shit. There was a comic that came out in the 90s called Colonial Marines.
Oh.
Specifically 1993 through 1994. It got canceled, and they had to basically cram everything into like one issue, and it made no sense. I did a review of that, by the way.
I believe I
It was
watched
a
that.
decent little review, but it was a shit-ass comic. Aliens. You know, for a while I was like, why was I even a fan of this? But then, you know, I read a good amount of, you know, I read a lot of the Aliens books just recently. In addition to, you know, the new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Rereading the old 90s books, I can see why I got into that series as much as I did, because it is that good. It's one of those comic series that the characters and the situations and stuff like that, just, it's good.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you haven't had a chance to read it, you got to.
Oh, here we go. Defend... Oh, can I have him heal me? No, he's out of healing charges. Damn it. I'll have him move to down...
Comics aren't as good, though. I mean, I know that's considered very, shall we say, heretical, but the comics are, they're very 90s and late 80s. The books are quite good. There weren't even that many books, but they were just that good. They were that good. They were worth reading. They single-handedly got me back into fiction.
Oh, they got you back into fiction?
Yeah. I just started reading, you know, like history books, and that was it. It was actually Harry Potter that made me not like fiction for a while.
Yeah, I know Harry Potter is alright, but part of it just... For a little bit, I got back into Harry Potter because of Universal Studios, but other than that, I just didn't... Because I had, you'll see in a moment... Oh, I actually bought myself a wand. It's actually... It's okay for what it is, but, oh, my cat Luna's meowing at my door. I don't know if you hear that, but my dad's just mocking her right now.
Meow indeed.
But, but yeah, for a little bit I got back into Harry Potter, just because of the Universal Studios stuff. And, it was alright for a little bit. I mean, otherwise I'm not really a big fan of it. The universe is supposed to be pretty vast, in timeline and whatnot, but I just don't feel it. Personally, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I was the exact age that book was meant for, and I didn't like it when I was a kid, and I don't like it now, but whatever. To each their own, I say. To each their own. Let's see, I'm going to have to go in about 10 minutes, because I need to get something to drink, and then I'm going to read a little bit of Aliens.
Yeah, what I was gonna do is, in a moment, I'm gonna order some food myself. I'm getting hungry. But, I mean, I can cut it out here, because it does take about a half hour for that food to get here. But, anywho, I will go ahead and close this out, and that's not what I wanted to click. But, oh yeah, I forgot I made that really small. Huh?
That was loud.
That was my dad. My dad's being really weird right now. See, when my dad will, at times will just get, he has type 1 diabetes, and when his sugar gets low, he'll get really goofy, and I don't know if that's what's happening right now, but...
I have to make the joke, though.
Go ahead.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
So, yeah.
Diabetes.
See, I don't know what the difference is between the diabeteses is, so I couldn't tell you.
Type 1 is not like where if you eat a bunch of sugary crap and don't do anything, you can't get it that way. It's more, I think, genetic, because my grandma actually has it too. Type 2 is one you can earn from, I say earn, but one you can...
You level up, and you can...
Level up! Type 2 diabetes!
Oh, what's level 3?
Death.
Oh. You can be a ghost. Just, like, phase through walls.
Now that'd be a cool power. But you could abuse that in so many ways.
Yes. But you go mad from the isolation. Where you could interact with no one.
Yeah, unless that stuff with, you see these ghost videos where they can interact with electronics and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, you can... Although, here's the thing I think of when you say that. It's like, okay, you can interact with electronic. Alright, so what I'm thinking about now is this. Okay, so you interact with it by sending somebody a tweet. Like, it's like, I'm dead.
Need help.
Please bring lightning and electrodes. And not from the sex dungeon, though.
Oh, no.
The ones from the garage. Not the sex garage.
The sex dungeon or the garage? Which one shall I choose?
There's a difference?
One has more toys.
Oh, my.
But, anywho... Alrighty. It was definitely good getting to have you on a stream again. I know I haven't talked to you for a while.
Oh, yeah, I mean, time. Ask me for anything but time.
But yeah, I know I was going to do a review on a game sometime probably next month. You know how some of the Star Wars videos, I recorded a bit and then you put it in there?
Yeah.
If it's alright, could I have you do the same thing when it comes to that review?
Yeah. Buddy.
Alright. But yeah, for anybody out there that is still watching, this has been a rather long stream from what I've actually been doing for a while. But yeah, this has been the Doom and, well, now Space Hulk stream. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. I know I had fun, and I'm assuming... did you have some fun, John? Or General?
Yep. Killing some things in Doom, always good for a laugh.
Oh yeah. I had the Baron of Hell scare me when he popped out of nowhere. But this has been Darth Hiko with yet another stream. And if you want to do your outro, John? Or Jen?
Whatever makes you happy. But nothing makes me happy.